Hi, and welcome to Woof Wednesday. I haven't talked to you guys in a while and thought it was a great opportunity for me to give you guys advice on the upcoming season of summer and barbecues and picnics that we will all be having, and your doggies might be joining you along. Now, as great and as wonderful as having these picnics and barbecues are, there's a lot of dangerous foods that you need to be aware of to keep your dogs away from. First of all, potato salad or macaroni salad. That it's supposed to not sit in the sun or the heat at all, and as bad as that is for you, when it's sitting out for very long, it's bad for your dog too, especially for smaller dogs. So you keep them away from that also. Also, you want to keep them away from anything spicy, anything with a marinade on them, anything with a sauce on it. It's not good for your dog whatsoever. Another thing I can tell you is, though fruits and vegetables are great for your dog, they're good for your dog in kind of just watch the quantities that you give them, because you don't want to give them 50 raspberries or 50 strawberries. It's not going to be good for them. But keep the quantities and the portions small for them, and that could be a good option for them. If you do want to give your dog any type of meat, make sure you keep any sauces, marinades, salt, pepper, anything like that off of them, off of any food that you give them. If you wanted to cook chicken or buffalo meat, that will be a great option for them, because those tend to have very low fat content and a very high protein content. And what you want to stay away from are like the porks and the beefs, because a lot of time people get beefs that are like an 80-20 content to them, and that's just a lot of fat that your dog doesn't need. Also, anything that would be greasy, you want to keep your dog away from also, as that would not be good for their systems as well. Personal background, I had a Dalmatian. My first Dalmatian was named Lucy, and she died from pancreatitis. And too many table scraps that are high, that could be just high greasy amounts, high fat content, everything of that nature can lead to pancreatitis in your dog, and it could eventually become fatal for them too. And Lucy died from pancreatitis at the age of 7. Very sad. But anyways, it's part of the reason why I'm so strict about diet too. Also, you want to make sure that never, ever give your dog grapes. Grapes are highly toxic for your dog, and as yummy as they are for the summer, they're toxic for your dog, so never give your dog those. Also, the aftermath of barbecues and picnics are the bones that are in the trash. These bones are not only terrible for your dog's trachea, but they're also really bad and very harsh on their intestinal and stomach systems. So, or digestive systems, I said stomach systems, it's really weird. Anyways, they're really hard on them, and so you want to steer clear of any way that your dog might be able to get into them. You might want to put them in double bags, or take them out to the trash instead of leaving them in an area in the house where the dog might get to them. Also, the charcoal and any type of matches that are outside, and you might think like, gross, my dog would never get into that, but you're throwing out charcoals that have it laid underneath your grill. What is on top of your grill has been your meats, any type of vegetables you've grilled, marinades, and those drippings have gone onto the coals, so that scent is very prominent for your dog. I cannot talk today at all. It's very prominent for your dog, and they will go after that, and it could be very toxic for them to have it because of the high phosphorus counts that are in charcoal and in matches. Well, I hope these tips have helped you guys out. You can have a lot of fun with your dogs at barbecues. Just be wary of what you give them and what is laying around, so they do not go after them and they don't end up being sick later on. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye.